Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store. As it'll be the Panthers of Houston taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. At their own 19-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready.
A quick throw going to be caught by Worthy. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down.
Here we go. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They're going to look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. And his kick is indeed good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Panther 60, Panther.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Cougar 19. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. McKinney. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
19 tight. 19 tight. Cougar 19. Ready.
To throw is Milton. That's into the hands of the rookie from Ole Miss. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Get it. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
On first down, it's McKinney. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a give right side. It's McKinney. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
A gain of 5. First down, Panthers.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
They'll run on first down. McKinney. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, pardon, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Street. Check, Panther. Alert. Ready.
On first down, it's McKinney. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
2nd and 7.
Here we go, set. Bronco 80. Cougar 19. 60 Bison. Bronco 80. Cowboy 80.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's McKinney. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Buffalo 18. Trap 60. 70 Rangers. 18. Pioneer. Go.
Pass complete to Loveland. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 4th and 1.
An audible here to get a new look. Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. Here we go on 4th down. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
First down. A pickup of 2 yards. And the Panther first down.
That's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
Colston Loveland, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Let's go. 70, Dragon 60.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
He'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Mustang 19.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Here's Bryce Behringer now. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Okay, ready?
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And now they'll shift things around. Now a handoff up the middle. McKinney. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
A gain of 10 brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to 60, back to 60. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's Milton now to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's McKinney. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Buccaneers 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Ready, go!
Back to throw. Pass right side, caught by Thornton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
79 Broncos, 70 Lions.
He'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. 25, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Here we go.
And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Shot. Cougar 19.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
He gets it complete to Harris. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And it's 3rd down.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Sixty Bison, 60 Bison. Driving 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
To throw, it's Milton. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60, trap 60, trap 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. Seven Pirates. Warrior 70. 18 Rattler, 18 Buffalo 18.
Milton.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
Devon Achane, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Buccaneers 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
1st and 10 at the
Now the Bucs going to use the
36-yard
first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
18 Pioneer. Mustang Knights, ready, 70 race, Bronco 80, ready.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Buccaneers.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here. And they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
65, 19, Cowboy 80, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now back to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
70 Timberwolves. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Here's Milton.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cross all 80. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Mustang 19.
Now Milton.
Throw left side complete. That's McKinney.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
First down, Houston.
19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, right?
Throwing is Milton. They'll fire deep, looking for more.
He's got it at the 15. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
First down.
They give him a gain of 38.
On the play. And the Panther first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves. 70 Lions. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, he was good as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Dante Thornton taking it in. And the Bucs are back within a score. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for two.
The Bucs will set up for the 2-point
19
conversion.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Viking 18. Steady.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point.
Buccaneers 18.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing to start the drive. Milton on the RPO. He'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos.
Operating from the gun. Milton. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Rig alert. Street. 19 tight. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Milton. And that will will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
This will be taken at the 10. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
That is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now they'll run on the draw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
70, 70. Bronco 80. Come 19. Come 19. 19 Lion. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready. Ready.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Down the right sideline. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Buccaneers have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Panthers 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this third quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Panthers.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else.
70 Rangers, 18, 5 in. Warriors, 70. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Sixty Bison, 60 Bison. Viking, 18.
Up the middle they go. It's McKinney. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Cougar 19, 18, 19 Wyatt. Trap 60, trap 60. Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Milton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Bronco 80. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game. They've worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Mustang 19.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On the ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Timberwolves. Warriors 70, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Pioneer.
To throw is Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And his throw is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Cowboy 80. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I don't know about you, but can you just almost feel the relief that's going through this stadium? He picked up that first down. Without it, this game is over.
And when he took off, it was almost like, oh, no, this might be it, but found a way to pick up the first.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Buccaneers' 10-yard line.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Moore, the man in motion. 2nd and 1. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Devon Achane. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
28. Buccaneers, 25.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Mustang 19.
He'll look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Ready, set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Cougar 19.
They'll run on 1st down. It's McKinney. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Buccaneers, 25.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And 6 yards.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Let's go.
Back to throw again. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
19 Tiger.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a fourth down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now.
60 Eagles, 60, 19.
And they just did not. I think probably just trying to draw them off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time, being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead. And that one, just an absolute killer, a chance to get this back within one score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within one score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
To throw, it's Milton. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, two-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Room here to run. Now he's loose again. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. But that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career. And that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000. And Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
They'll set up a throw. And it's caught.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Buccaneers 32.
So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he will have a Panther first down, and it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Get it! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles.